Hello everyone, this is Abhilash from Informatica GCS. Today we are going to discuss all the important points related to IIR upgrade. Today's agenda will be we'll discuss what are the ways to upgrade IIR version and what are the why installation is suggested instead of upgrade, and what are the important steps to be followed while doing the fresh installation for the upgrade. So there are two ways to upgrade IIR to the higher version. First is running the force upgrade command followed by some parameters as given in the installation and configuration documentation. The next way is you can do the fresh installation, and then you can recreate the system and perform the load IDT using the same STF file. So out of these two ways, we suggest to do the fresh installation and recreate the system instead of running the upgrade command to upgrade the IIR version. There are several reasons why we recommend to do the fresh installation instead of upgrade. These are first is it avoids the chance of breaking an existing working installation. Second, you have to use the command line and not the user interface, so it is less user friendly. Third is in the past we have seen some DLLs, some files didn't get updated as part of upgrade. Fourth is there are some changes, some features added in the installation in the higher version which comes only with the installation, not with the upgradation. The last is there is some population file in the higher version which is modified and which also comes as a part of installation, not comes under the upgradation. So these are the reasons. That is why we suggest to do the fresh installation of the higher version instead of running the upgrade command or upgrading it. Some important files like STF file, population files, custom script, and ODB CNI file. These backup you can take it and keep it for your reference for future. So you can take the backup of these file and keep in separate file folder for your future reference. So some steps to be followed if you are doing the fresh installation of IIR higher version. So first is you should export your existing system definition using the export button in the console client. You should do this for each system in every rule base that you wish to continue using in the new version. This ensures that any changes made using the system editor are preserved. Second, you should either archive your existing installation directory and target database schema, or choose another name for your installed directory and target database schema. If you're reusing the existing target database schema, then you have to drop all the tables starting with the name IDS and IDSX before running the DB script. The fourth is source schema should not normally need to be changed. The source schema should be kept as it is until and unless if there is any new table which is added as part of the new version which need to be run in the source schema. The fifth is YCP and YCP and YLP population file, any customized population file which you are using in the current existing environment, you can use the same population file in the higher version as well. So population file is upward compatible and you can use the same population file in the higher version as well. License key file also, you can use the same license key file in the new version as well. So you don't have to contact with the shipping team to get the new license key. You can use the same existing license key. 7th step, any startup and shutdown script and environment settings script that have been modified to suit your local environment should be compared carefully with the new version to restore the localization. Once the next step is once the new version is installed and all the steps described in the installation guide have been completed, then you can launch the IIR console and create the system using the STF file and perform the load IDT. So exception is in the 10.2 HF1 version, this table and this index is newly introduced and newly added. So this should the s- D, the DDL statement of this table and index uh, is uh, is part of IDST B MSQ SQL script and IDST B Aura SQL script, and this DDL statement should be run in the source schema as well if you are upgrading to 10.2 HF1 version. Let's come to the demo part. So this is my current IR 10.1 installation directory. So my services is already up and running. I've already launched the console. So this is my 10.1 IR console. So I have only one system, that is test. So first step to take the export of the system, all the system you have in the rule base. So I have only one system, so I'll take the export of this system as .sdf. Click on. You can give any path, but by default it will be there in the IDS directory. So once job is completed, you can close it, and after then you can go ahead and refresh it. Since I have taken the export of the STS system definition, you can run the refresh and click OK. This will drop all the IDT and IDX table. So once job is completed, you can close it, and you can then close it the console as well, and you can bring down the IR services. You can open the um, SQL Management Studio and refresh the target schema. So I have these many tables. My size of services is down. So I have these many tables in my target. So I have to drop all these tables. So let's drop one by one. So I've dropped all the tables from the target schema. So once this is done, we are good to go ahead with the installation of 10.2 HF1 version or the higher version. So I have the 10.2 HF1 installer here in this directory. I have already copied the license key file in the installer directory, and here's the installer. Let's run it. So I have already 10.1 HF1 installer directory with this name, Informatica IR. So I'll change the name as Informatica IR 10.2. Do next, select all, and next. This is correct. Next, and This you can give according to your DSN. Next, and install. It will take a few minutes to complete the installation. So installation is completed. You can finish and exit. So now I'll go, the new directory will get created, 10.2, and here is all the directories. So once this is done, we'll go ahead and run the DB script. So this I already connected to the target schema. So I'll go ahead 10.2 DB script, MS SQL, and for target these two SQL script I have to run. So I'll run first run IDSTB MSQ. Execute it. Select all, execute it. So all the tables, target table got created here. So another thing is in my source, so I'll just disconnect and connect it with my source schema. I can see these four tables here. So as I told, let's open this script and see. So as I told, from 10.2 HF1 version onwards, this new table got introduced, that is IDS LCK tables, and the index for this table. So this table should be present in source and target both. So as this is the new table which added in the from the 10.2 HF1 version onward, so this table is not there in the source. So let's copy this DDL statement and run in the source schema. Refresh. Okay, so I have this table now in both my source and target. So once this is done, we are good with the scripts and we did the installation. Now we have to copy over the STF file and population files what we have in my earlier version. So in my earlier version I have the population file, these population files. So I haven't modified any population file. There's no custom population file I'm using it here. All are like generic one, so I don't need to copy it over to the new version. But if you have any custom population file, then you can copy it from here to the same directory in the 10.2 or the new version. And apart from this, I have taken the SDF like system definition export, so that will be in the IDS directory. It will be test1. So test1 and test both are the same only, so let me copy the test.stf from my this version to this version in the IDS only. Okay, so since I have only one system and I have taken the export of that system only, so I have copied one STF over here. But if you have, so you can, if you have 2-3 or how many system you have in your rule base, you can copy that many STF file. You can export that many system definition and you can copy over to the that many STF to the current new version. So once this is done, we are good to start our IR services of 10.2 HF1. But before that, we have ODBC INI file, all the connections detailed in the ODBC INI file. So here the two things is there. You can copy this complete ODBC INI file to the 10.2 environment, or you can just copy over this connection detail from here. And just paste it in the 10.2 ODBC INI. I pasted this and save this. So once this is done, let's open the console from here. We'll go in env directory, set the environment variable. If you have any other script, you can run that script to set the environment variable. So, and before starting the services, let's do the DB list to check the connectivity. So connection is fine. Let's start the IR services. IDS up. So if you have any startup script or shutdown script which you have created or modified as per your requirement, then you can compare it properly with the new version, and you can use those scripts to start and shut down the services. So services is already up and running. Let's bring up the console. It will ask to create the rule base table. Click yes. And since I have the STF file, so I'll create the system with that STF file. So my system name is test.stf. Create. Okay, this will create my system. So once system is created, you can select and perform the load IDT. So it's loaded successfully without any error and warning. So you can close it and you are done. So since I have only one system, so I did it for one. But if you have a number of systems, then you have to do a number of times. And yeah, so now we successfully installed or did the fresh installation of 10.2 environment. You can check the version here. It's 10.2 HF1. We would love to hear from you. You can share your feedback on supportvideo@informatica.com, or you can tweet us with /infosupport. Thank you.